Cancer, good morning. How are you guys? So we are going to do you a weekly reading, and then we're going to look into this deck here just to give you any heads up of anything that you need to be aware of. I don't know because I haven't done and I won't be doing, I'm sorry Cancer, but one of your star signs falls in the category of me possibly not doing anything on YouTube for Cancerians. I do apologise. It's not you guys. If you're on here, then I don't think it's really going to bother you that much because you'll get the same reading on here. It's just that it does my channel harm. You know, if you guys run a YouTube channel, you'll probably know. If you keep putting out videos that don't do any good, okay, YouTube stops kind of like promoting some of your videos. Okay, so when I'm doing certain star signs, if they're not doing very well, it does the channel harm. Now, I know a lot of you be like, oh, but like I can't help it, right? So unfortunately, the ones that fit into the category at the moment is Cancer, Taurus, and Aries, okay, because they just take so long and they don't get any views at all. So I don't get any money for what the time that I spend on YouTube. I don't get any money. Like I probably get £1, like £1 British pound to do a Cancerian reading is what YouTube would pay me is probably £1. Okay, so to be honest, I'd rather do your readings on here and people that are paying for it. Try and build up the channel with the star signs that do really well. Okay, and then at a later date, maybe start looking back at Cancerians. But financially, I'm struggling a little bit at the moment. So because of the transition from one, you know, leaving Patreon and not a lot of people joining and they all quit. And then they didn't go over to the other website, and then I went from the website back to Patreon. A lot of those people didn't rejoin, so I've lost money there also. And I'm kind of panicking a little bit and trying not to, if I'm honest. So I've got a lot of overheads that I've got to fucking pay. That's the trouble of having ADD. When you fucking have compulsive disorder and you end up spending a shitload of money on things, and then you're like, oh shit, I went from one website to another and fucked myself up. So, yeah, I do apologise. But, again, we'll sort it out at some point. Jen, Julia, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Right, so, Cancer. Let's see. Cancerian. But you'll have your readings here, Cancer, don't worry. So, Cancer this week. What's coming up with Cancer this week, please? So you got the King of Pentacles. Money, 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 money. It could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn placement. There you go. They got a 5, Taurus, Taurus or Sagittarius or Life Path 5. This is taking a look at this King of Pentacles, probably arguing with a partner, maybe here. Don't forget, Cancer, you can watch this as Life Path 7 also. But this is looking at this King of Pentacles. It, like I just said in the last reading, that you guys come up in big time. I think your card come out God knows how many times. I can't even remember now, again, yeah. But I was saying about it being ADD, attention deficit disorder, okay? So, because if you look at the card, it does represent someone that could have ADD, okay? So not being able to pay attention. Let's see. So someone could be discussing it, helping someone, or getting wound up by a person. Now, it could also be a mother or a father that mistreats one of these people, and they don't understand the fact that this could be a psychological problem that this person has here, okay? Like I said, attention deficit disorder, okay, ADD, is someone that loses attention. They get a lot of attention, and they could get it in multiple different places, okay? But they also lose attention as well. They don't get, you know, they get attention, but then they just kind of drift off, and you're like, well, you're not giving me any attention. Why is that? Because I have attention deficit disorder. I can't pay attention. Okay, so you could get families that blame their children for not paying any attention to them for a person that could also be an attention seeker. Okay, it's also attention deficit. Okay, it's mental health. So let's see. And this can really play a havoc of what I'm learning is a new process now of how to incorporate what some of these cards can actually mean. It's just kind of also helping me within my job here. Some of you could do this kind of thing as a job. Mental health practitioner. But let's see. Cancer this week, please. Cancer this week. 2 is a Libra energy, possible now, trying to make a decision. I don't know why this person's arguing with this King of Pentacles, but Again, Jen, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. But it's someone that's looking at this King of Pentacles. Maybe as a possibility, like a discussion. But then it's kind of like curious, and then it's also worried. It's also kind of like, I don't know if I should or if I shouldn't. Should I or should I not? Should I not? Am I talking to this person or that person? Are you talking to two people, one person? Like, it could also be a lot of work on. Like, I've got a hell of a lot of work and I'm kind of doing this and I'm doing that and I'm, you know, sporadic kind of communicating here. Let's see. Cancer this week. So there you are, Cancer. You're there. You got the 5 of Wands again, man. No matter which way you run, Cancer or Life Path 7s, do you constantly run into these 5s? Yeah. Why do you think the 7 of Swords runs from 5? Because of conflict. Because it's not paying attention where it's going. Okay. So 5s can, like I said, it can be ADD. It can be I'm very confused. Okay, you're confusing me. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you're saying. Like, what are you saying? I don't know. Like, are we going out with one another? Are we not going out? Are you flirting? Are you teasing? Are you playing games? What are you doing? Like, you know, it's a lot of this kind of behaviour here. You know, ADD can play a hell of a havoc on your relationships itself with everybody. With everybody. Friends, family, and an actual relationship itself. Because of feminine energy, if the feminine energy doesn't have ADD, but a male energy has ADD, okay, and you see that person never really spending any time with you or talking with you because they drift off because they get very bored, that's because they have ADD. They find it very difficult to stay put. They fidget, they move about, they do different things, they can't finish a project, they go off in different directions, they may wander in relationships and think, okay, there's another opportunity opening for me here, and the relationship that I'm in is very combative, it's very argumentative, okay, I need to look elsewhere, and they'll lose their attention, and they kind of drift in and out of relationships, okay, they kind of, around their work, around their environment here. To be in a relationship with someone of such behaviour, there needs to be a lot of understanding by the person here. Is that I understand your disorder, okay? So I work with it, not against it. You have to sacrifice a hell of a lot for someone that has these conditions here, okay? Because you have to realise that when they're not giving you any attention, they're not doing it on purpose. They're not doing it on purpose. It's just the fact that they're not giving you any attention. Okay, so you could have a mixture of codependency and abandonment issues, okay, and then when a person isn't giving you any attention, you think that they're doing something that they're not because they're not paying you attention, and then you think, okay, well, if they're not paying me any attention, then who are they paying attention to? And it might not be anybody. You could just, like I said, you could have this paranoia as a connection of ADD and paranoia, you see. So, like I said, it can be very difficult. It can be a long-distance relationship that some of you are in here. Because, like I said, look at what it says on the tin. Look at what it shows you in the card. If you're on the teaching tier, you'll also know that I go through these circumstances of where I show you as well. Okay. Look at what it shows you on the card. Okay. ADD. Attention deficit disorder. Why are you guys not giving me any attention? Why did you walk off from me? Okay. Why do I not have any friends? You know, why is my circle all doing this and blaming me for not paying you any attention? Okay. So if you're married to a person or you're in a connection and the person focuses on their work quite a lot because they have a lot of work to do and they're always working, okay, and they're working and working and working, and then the relationship partner says, where is the time that is left for me? Where do I fit into your life? Because you're always focused over here. Why are you not focusing on me all the time of my relationship at home? Because they could have ADD. So what you have to also sit back and realise is, okay, all this time that I've been shouting and screaming and moaning at this person, I've actually not been, I've been contributing towards telling a person that has mental illness that they have a problem. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So if you look at family and say if this was to be a mother or a father kind of situation here, and the father or the mother blames the child for not doing very well at school, for not being very educated, for not paying them any attention, for being late, you know, all this sort of stuff. You know, you were late picking me up. You're not paying me any attention. Why were you late? Because I have ADD. The time just went. I didn't realise. I forgot. Okay. They also, like someone with this disorder, they can't remember. Their brain doesn't function the same. Like the other day, I was trying to think of the word pasta, and I couldn't think of pasta. I just couldn't think of it. I was on the spot, trying to think, what the fuck is that goddamn salad that you have that's pre-made and that you can buy it pre-made from the shop? And I was like, what the fuck is that, man? And it took me ages to realise. Pasta, right? So simple things like that in a relationship can cause a lot of havoc within family and friends, because if you're not paying attention to a person, they start to get paranoid of, is it me then? You know, is it me? Is it me that has the problem? Yeah. Right, here. Let's see. Here. Let's see. Cancer this week. So Scorpio, okay. So personal, private, keeping it out of people's way, like, because the death card of a Scorpio energy can start getting very, they can be very calm, Scorpios, okay, a placement of 4, but they can be very calm, they can be very loving, and they can also be very tetchy when it comes to, okay, if you keep pressuring me, if you keep coming at me with that it's my fault, okay, I'm going to fucking let rip on you here. It's not my fault, okay? I'm not to blame, okay? I have a mental illness, so I'm not to blame. It's not my fault. It's the way my brain works, okay? So if you get a parent or anybody that keeps blaming a person, you might be blaming a child, or the child might be blaming you for having ADD here. Okay. Let's see. Cancer this week, please. Cancer this week. Cancer this week. I get it. I get it, Cancer. I get it from here, from where I live, here. I get it. You see, all the shit that always comes my way, family-wise, okay, it's always because I'm not talking, because I'm not paying attention to the person, by their demands and by the fights and the flights and the constant mental, physical, it's your fault, you're to blame, you're not paying me any attention, you're not talking, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not. That's the trouble with a not. That's the Piscean energy. You're not doing this, you're not doing that. You did this, you did that, you don't pay me attention, you don't speak, you don't... Could be a parent that blames a mentally ill child here. Okay, so you get this energy here. It's nothing to do with you, okay? It's nothing to do with you. It's not you. It's me. So just leave me alone. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't understand. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Let's see. Cancer. Don't forget, Cancer. Normally when I'm speaking, it's because they're ringing true, okay? I've had all of these problems that I come up in the Sagittarian reading about multimedia. And to my private life, I've had that. That started to happen yesterday. It's yesterday once more. After the fact I've done the readings. Let's see. You know, I've decided to go private, Cancer. I've decided to go private. It was actually a person of Cancerian as well, as Sagittarius in her chart, that made a video about my life, pretty much, saying that I was a joke and fucking God knows what else, and my life ended up where someone went to the extreme to actually make a video about me and about my life. Now I've realised that I had a diagnosis of ADD. That person literally made a video to persecute a person that has a mental illness. And they just decided to take it upon themselves to make a video and make someone feel that shit and that bad while they were saying that, Steve, you're an absolute fucking joke. Okay, your life is a joke. Your relationship online is a joke. And you're fake. Okay. That person blamed someone for having ADD. Okay. So what am I doing? Keeping my life off social media. Right? This is what happens to children. This is what happens in society, Cancer. Okay? You don't know who it is that you're blaming. You don't understand what it is that goes through their mind. Is it the same as yours? Okay? Let's see, Cancer. So the King of Cups is here to say I don't really give a shit. So you got Leo with an Aquarian. I think that's it. Sorry, it was Leo reading that I did that you came up in. It just reminded me. What do you know? It was Leo where you guys come up in. So that is also an Aquarian placement, or you've got it all in your chart here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Aquarian, Cancerian. Okay. So there's a couple possibly here. I don't know what these fives are here for. Let's see. Cancer this week. So 8 of Swords. Again, another 8. Leo and Aquarian energy. 6. A relationship partner, Gemini. Another 6. Gemini, Capricorn. Gemini, Capricorn. 2 8s, 2 6s. So you got a lot of Aquarian, Leo placements around you or the other person as well. Water signs of yourself and Cancer and Pisces. Aries possible. Scorpio, Gemini and Aquarian Leos. Let's see. Cancer this week. So you got another king now. 3 men, 3 women, 3 stable energies, and a few unstable energies here. Let's see. Sorry, man, my brain fucking hell today. Cancer. Cancer. 3 of Swords. The Magician. Cancer this week, please. 3 again. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Possible third party energy here because you do have like suitors. These could be like suitors. Okay. So I don't know, like I said, man, I don't know if this person's single or not. I don't know if you're actually talking or not. Again, there's a knot here. Jen, Julian, Justin, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. And there's a knot here also, which must mean a Piscean normally. Or Norman, Normington. Let's see. What's the King of Pentacles for? Why is the King of Pentacles here for, please? Why is the King of Pentacles here for Cancer? 5 of Cups. Again, Jen, Julian, Justin, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. 5s. Again, it's disappointing. Possible third-party relationship. Trying to move on from a husband or a wife. Divorcee, divorced couple. Feeling down, feeling low. Feeling under the weather. Also, this can be under the weather. I don't feel myself. What's the 5 of Swords? King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What is that? You got a lot of 5s here. Life path 5. Like I said, man, your life path should show you a hell of a lot more than your star sign, really. I don't know. Someone keeps fighting for this king or trying to get the attention of this king. What's the King of Cups for? This king's here twice. Yeah. Could be talking to someone. There could be a lot of people that argue with this King of Pentacles for not giving them any attention. Yeah. What's the 2 of Wands? Sorry, the 2 of Pentacles. Why is the 2 of Pentacles here? You could have a metaphysical connection here. There really could be like a third party. It could be worried about denying someone and letting someone go and letting someone down. Like, I don't want to let you down. There's a metaphysical connection here of a choice. Sagittarian, Taurus. What's the 8 of Wands? 8 of Wands. There's another 8. 3, Piscean. Someone talking to someone online or travelling to see someone online here. But it is also another 3. It's also very spiritual and esoteric is the world and the 8 of Wands. It's a spiritual online relationship possible. What's the world for? Yeah, talking to someone online. Your partner, your friends, your person. What's the Chariot here for? What's the Chariot? It might be fighting off competition. It's kind of like you guys may have a new person here, Cancer, here, for a lot of you. Could be an earth sign placement somewhere. What's the Knight of Pentacles? It's taking things slowly. Manifested. I think you manifested this, guys. Like I said, a manifestation doesn't happen immediately. It can be where, I don't know, say if you get in third-party relationships, right? It can be where you build up a connection with a person, the person's door opens, they got with someone, as then you realised a week later or 2 weeks later that you've got a connection with a person when they've already just gone into a connection, and you're kind of like, fuck, I just manifested that person, but someone manifested the situation quick before me. And it's kind of like that where I say opportunities. The opportunity knocks there in a reading, okay? You have to take it immediately when it's there. If you don't, that opportunity lingers in the air for a person to manifest what it is that's coming towards them. So you can manifest multiple relationships that happen all at once. That's where you get in these binds and shit like that. You're kind of like, shit, I manifested this in my life. I can't believe it. I was thinking that 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and then suddenly now it's happening. Right? There you go. There's your manifestation. 5 of Wands. And now I have to fight for it here with a Virgo here, or for a Virgo, or with a Virgo, or a Life Path 9. What's the Hermit for? That could be depression and bipolar. Also ADHD maybe, because it's a low, high vibe. It's also working from home. It's also trapped in a circumstance of now being in maybe a metaphysical connection. What's the Fool energy for? The Fool is spying, travelling to see someone, or just watching them struggle here. What's the Page of Swords? It's needing to wait to speak. So before someone comes out of this, it's like, I need to wait to talk to you here. Like, because this is like, are you finished work? You know, are you at home? Are you alone? Because this is also like, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. So the Hermit can mean alone. So it means, are you alone? Okay. So it means, okay, are you alone now? Can we speak now? Okay. So it could be two people that are talking, but there has to be, well, unless a person's already in a relationship, and they have to be away from the relationship partner to talk to a person. What's the Death card? The Death card is another new person or the same one. Can be also clients. Page of Cups, it's thinking about someone. And that is also then talking to, I don't know. It's also watching out for this person. What's this Page of Cups? Yeah, that is, someone is talking to someone here. King of Cups, how many? I've got no idea. King of Cups is another person, or the person, or clients. What is the Page of Wands? Page of Wands is the Six of Cups. Someone's going into a relationship or is already in one. What's the Strength card here for? Strength card could well be with a Leo or an Aquarian placement. What is the Eight of Swords for? Because you've got a lot of eights. Yeah, there's a relationship that is here. What's the Six of Cups? It's either coming or it's already here, or it's this person that's already in it. Seven of Swords is someone that keeps travelling backwards and forwards in and out of a relationship, or to see the person or to talk to them. Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles. It can also be like very social at this time. Six of Pentacles, out quite a lot. Five of Swords. Oh dear. Sagittarius, Taurus, looking at this seven, not paying them any attention. Could be a mother, could be Gemini. Here, I don't know. Like I'm leaving all of this like negative shit behind. Five of Swords, all this fighting. Yeah, Nine of, could be a Virgo energy, I don't know. Or just like, I'm just coming backwards and forwards, in and out of someone's life. Could start getting slightly aggressive or start having arguments about something. About the person not staying around very long. What's the King of Swords? Or unable to speak. And it might be because someone's already in a relationship. Like, we don't have long to speak before I leave because I have to go here. So I'm coming here and we're speaking, but it's now getting on my nerves because I want to speak to you, but this person's then off here. Okay, so it's kind of like I haven't got time to sit around and talk very long. What's the Three of Swords? Three of Swords is a Two of Cups, yeah. There's a metaphysical connection. Someone's attached onto someone else. What's the Magician? Is the Four of Cups. It's slowly closing down. Four of Cups. Well, it's a not. Someone's waiting for. It's not waiting. It's not your choice to wait. It's just that it's kind of like this. Maybe having to wait for someone to like be single before I have a chance, maybe to be with this metaphysical connection. Like, you know, like soulmates, they come into each other's life for a reason, and sometimes you come into each other's life at the wrong time. Into people's lives. Now that can be your opinion, because during your soulmate relationships you can get very pissed off and angry at a person because they're in a circumstance of someone already, and you can fuck up that future connection by blaming and having a go at them for doing their karmic life. Okay, if there isn't, and there is kind of like support, sometimes there is where soulmates can come into your energy at some point, and then they go out of your energy, and then later in life they come back into your energy and into your life when it's time. If that timing is right with your timing, then you can end up being together. It's just that, like, soulmates, sometimes they're introduced to you at some point, and it isn't until later that you gain a connection with the person where you end up both single at the same time that allows you to be in a relationship. You see, sometimes you come together whilst you're both in relationships. Sometimes you come together while you come here and the other person is in a relationship, and you spend all of your time waiting for that person, realizing that it is never that person, you know. Now, at some point you can distance yourself while you're not ever thinking about that person, and you haven't seen or spoke to them in a very, very, very long time, and then suddenly, just by chance, when you don't even expect it, you end up meeting up again at some point. But if you really want that and you really need that, that isn't the time. That isn't the time for you guys to come together, because it's codependent. You bring the devil to the table, okay? So you need to relax, because you have to not want what you get, okay? You have to not want it. You have to feel really good about it. And if that is because, okay, I'm kidding myself the fact that I feel really good that they're with someone else, and I'm just kidding myself, trying to make myself positive, but really it annoys me because they're with someone else, you're living out of past. You're not actually creating the future, because the future, you can't see it. So you have to imagine what that feeling would be like being in a relationship or being with whatever it is that you have. Okay, now what you get may not be that person that you manifest, because you can't see the person. Okay, you have to manifest for like what it would be like in a relationship. As soon as that is, I wonder what it would be like in a relationship with this specific person that I've tried to be with for ages, that they're in a relationship. A lot of the times that may not, because a lot of times during the day, your most dominant thought will be what you manifest. And if that's from frustration and anger and like codependent and desperate, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Okay. What's the Three of Wands? What's the Three of Wands? So like I said, sometimes soulmates can end things, and that gives you opportunity to get things here. You see, the Tower is the eight. It could be a tarot card reader or reading. Cancerian, life path 7. Something to do with the Tower, like a revelation, the truth, speaking, talking. Maybe about tarot readings, getting a tarot reading, working on a relationship, working on a project together. And it's involving you, Cancer, because you're right at the end here. What's the Chariot for? Is a star with an Aquarian Leo placement, and also the Sun. Things get really good towards the end of the a week or two here, things start showing you good signs, positivity, healthy connection, healthier lifestyle. This would also be in my diet. My Saxenda is going really, really well. I'm so pleased with how it's not making me feel so hungry. And what I'm manifesting at the moment is the thought of nice clothes that I can go out and buy, where I don't have to buy triple XL fucking shit. And that I have very meaningless, like, oh, I can't wear that, I can't wear that. All the shops that are here only have certain sizes, and there's only 1 or 2 shops that I can go to, and they're all specifically based off certain designs. You can't go out and get a really nice, clothes in Britain are not as good. Well, probably if you go to London or places like that, maybe. But normally when you go into shops here that are around about here, it says small, medium, or large. That is not my size. Okay, it's a bit like a condom, really. But they don't give you much choice or option. So you have to go to specific places that actually do, and there's not many of them. Like clothes design places and stuff like that. Like if you go to a really nice place like Gap or something like that, they will only have small, medium, or large. And that, it's just, you're not going to wear anything really stylish, unfortunately. So I'm looking forward to the day when I can go back to all the clothes that I used to have and wear. And anyway, let's see. So any messages for Cancer? Any messages here for Cancer that you want them to be aware of? So you've got travel. You've got dirty offer. So someone could be offering someone sex, or like a flirtatious type sort of flirting, talking, dirty offer. I don't know, it could be a cock or something like that maybe. It's actually a rose, but again, it's a dirty offer. It's probably like a secret meet-up because of a dirty offer. Like, do you want to meet up in secret? If you look at these 2 people here, there's no one else around. So your message was, when I'm free and I'm not actually with someone or whatever it is, or I have time, we can meet up and kind of, do the deed or do whatever it is, or flirt, or, whatever it is, but it would have to be in private. So, like I said, if it's someone that you know of that is already in a relationship, that might be you guys meeting up and hooking up because you know that the person's free in order to be able to talk and discuss and, do whatever it is. People go through these situations all the time when they manifest. They just end up blaming other people because they're with someone. But again, it's flirting, it's teasing behaviour. It could be involving like travel to see someone. Any messages for Cancer? Grudge holder. Oh dear, someone is definitely holding a grudge. I mean, you have a lot of Sarah. Hearing Sarah Miguel Gellar, whoever it was that was in Buffy. Sarah, I think her name was Sarah. Sarah Michelle Gellar or something like that. Or Michelle, or anybody beginning with M. But someone's holding a grudge here. Any messages for Cancer, please, that you want them to know? Happiness hater. Really? Does it say hater? Yeah, it does. Happiness hater. Well, it's by this person. That's what I'm saying. This person here is looking back at these 2. Could be a 3 of Cups. But like, I'm looking back at these 2 here and jealous the fact that these 2 are together here. So like I said, it could be someone that's holding a grudge for a couple that are already together. That's not going to be great karmic energy, really. Because it could be, right, I'm jealous now that you're giving them more attention than me, or blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Let's find out what this travel energy is here. Travel. Because I think that's hooking up with someone privately around an Aquarian or a Leo, like a secret admirer type sort of energy. Someone that's in the public eye, maybe. What's the star energy here for? The star is an offer that comes in. These people could be talking, traveling, or just talking. Could be multimedia based. What's this dirty offer? What's this dirty offer? Who's this dirty offer? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It could be yourselves or to a water sign here. But it's kind of like this flirtatious, dirty offer. So these two cards seem to be something else outside of this. What's this grudge holder for? Grudge holder. Who's the grudge holder? There's a 3. A Piscean, a life path 3. Or someone that's holding a grudge because there's a third party. What's the 3 of Cups? A new person. A life path 3. Someone that's holding a grudge, maybe against... I don't know, because there's a water sign here. Someone might be against you, guys. But it could be the third party that's holding grudges. What's the happiness hater? Is a 9. Possible Virgo. Life path 9, maybe. What's the 9 of Pentacles? Is a 5 of Cups. Sagittarius, Taurus, maybe. I don't know. You know, I mean, you could be cross-watching or watching, whichever way it is. It's kind of coming from a Sag, Taurus, life path 9, Virgo person, maybe, life path 5. And they're happiness hater. They don't like to see other people happy. Or, like I said, it could be where someone leaves a person for someone and the ex becomes very jealous because they see that this person goes off with someone else because they get an offer that's better. They get a better offer and they decide to finish the relationship. They go off with someone else and then they form a grudge. Well, I mean, obviously being dumped isn't the best fucking thing in the world, is it? So you're right to probably hold a grudge and be jealous here. And it might not be jealous, it's just that I'm holding a grudge because you fucked off and you went off with someone else and you left me for someone else. So, again, it doesn't have to be major. They are minor cards. But it can be like I'm holding a slight grudge against the fact that you went off with someone else here. Okay? So that's what I've got for you guys. Okay, so these cards, they look worse than what they are. You know, obviously when people get dumped or fuck knows what else, it's, you know, it's fucking shit, right? It's shit. So, you know, they run off with someone else and you're like, well, fuck me, all the time I invested and you just fucked off. You know, so obviously don't worry about holding a grudge. It's just the fact that you are probably now in a third party situation that's metaphysical, where it turned around on you, like your karmic energy turned around on you. And it's not great when that happens, believe me. But anyway, there you go, guys. Thanks very much. Don't forget, you won't see one over on YouTube because I can't spend the time. I'd rather spend the time on where I know I'm going to get a lot of views, okay? But at least you have it over here. And that is where I'll more than likely redirect you, okay? Okay, guys, thanks very much. I'll see you soon.